Alright, we're going to do a problem with the quadratic formula. We're going to try to find the factors or the roots. Actually, we're going to find the roots for the quadratic formula by using the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula will be or usually is on a formula chart. We have minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. The first thing we need to make sure you do is make sure you put it in standard form. A lot of times they like to move the c over and then you have to move the c back. And in this example, I'm going to do a problem that we've already done, but I'm going to move the c over so you can see what I'm talking about. See. Alright, so here is the actual problem that I'm going to give you. It's the same one I just did on grouping. Alright, as you can tell that this, you know what, I think I would like to, well, I'll just leave it like this. I'd like to, first thing we notice, it's not in standard form. So I'm going to have to move my negative 6 over with the others. So I'm going to just, and the best way to do it is just go ahead and rewrite it. You don't have to, once you know the process, you pretty much will know that you're just going to do the opposite and put it on the other side. And see, so it's plus 6 instead of minus 6. Alright, I always like labeling my A, B, C. So my A is 6 here. My B is going to be negative 13. And my C is going to be positive 6. So I'm going to go ahead and start filling this in. I'm going to Alright, so here we go. I'm just going to fill it in. X equals a negative b, so my b is negative 13, so we have a negative 13. Alright, which we know that's going to be a positive. Alright, and then the square root, b is negative 13, and we're going to square that. Now here's where a lot of kids mess up, is they think that when they put it in a calculator, negative 13 squared, they get a negative answer. This part will always be positive. The b squared is always going to be positive because a negative 13 times a negative is a positive. In a graphing calculator, it thinks that you are multiplying, just squaring the 13, not the negative. So you have to put the whole thing in parentheses just like I did here. Then 4 times 6, and then c is also 6. All over 2 times 6. Alright, so I'm going to rewrite this. So a negative 13 and a negative makes it a positive 13, plus or minus the square root. And negative 13 times a negative 13, that's 169. Alright, now we have a minus 4 times 6 times 6. And that's a negative 144. All over 12. $169 minus $144 is 25. And again, that's all over 12. Alright, so now what we have to do is just finish and say what's the square root of 25, and you should know that it's 5. So we're going to have two possible answers here. We're going to have 13 plus 5 divided by 12. And the other one's going to be x equals 13 minus 5 over 12. So we put this is going to be 18 over 12. And if I reduce this, that will be, take 6, be 3 halves. And this one right here, this will be 8 twelfths. And when I reduce this, take 4 out, I get 2/3. And so our x-intercepts, our solutions are 3 halves, and 2 thirds.